Let's talk about something that's staring us right in the face every single day. Division. The Western world, whether it's Britain, America, Europe, it's more divided now than it has ever been in living memory. We're not just talking about left versus right, rich versus poor, the young versus old. We're talking about culture, identity, politics, free speech, immigration, even down to the food we eat and the TV shows we watch. It's all split. So today I want to break down why the Western world. I want to break down in simple terms. Why are Western people so divided? How did we get here? And more importantly, what happens if we carry on like this? Let's start with politics, because this one is one of the big ones. In the past, you might not have liked a politician or a party, but people could still sit in a pub, argue about it, and have a pint afterwards. Now it feels like politics is personal. If someone votes different to you, they're not just wrong, they are your enemy. You see it in the US with Democrats and Republicans. Half the country thinks the other half is destroying America. In the UK you had Brexit, and it ripped families, workplaces and communities apart. To this day we're still arguing about it. It's not just disagreeing with anyone anymore. It's total distrust. Now let's get into culture. We are in a culture war, plain and simple. We're having to argue over what books should be read in schools, what flags can be flown, what words you can and can't say. You've got one side saying be progressive, be inclusive, and then you've got the rest saying it is too far. You are destroying tradition, you're destroying people, and you just can't compromise with some. It's just a shouting match. Violence erupts. And then online, especially social media, does not help. It is pushing people further apart. Algorithms are just feeding you with what you already agree with. So you just end up in an echo chamber. Then when you meet someone with an opposite view, it just feels like you're living on a completely different planet. Another massive divider is immigration and national identity. In Europe, in Britain, in America, it's the same story. People are asking, what does it mean to be British? What does it mean to be American? Some say anyone who comes, works and respects the law should be welcome. Others say, hang on, our culture, our traditions, these are being pushed aside. And because we can't get leaders who can give a straight answer, people are just being ignored. So this is erupting, it's turning people against each other, it's turning into violence. And this is why protests are happening in the UK. This is why you see massive border issues in the US, UK and the whole of Europe. And why you're seeing so many European countries who are swinging to the right politically. It's identity. People feel like they are losing what it makes their country to be their country. Then here's another one, free speech. Western nations were built on freedom of expression, but right now people are terrified of saying the wrong thing. At work, online, even at family dinners. You say the wrong word and you will just be cancelled. But on the flip side, some people actually do stuff and say something that is genuinely offensive, and others say, well, we need rules. So you end up with this huge clash. One side saying, we can't say anything anymore. And the other side saying words have consequences. The result, we've got silence. People can't talk anymore. That's dangerous, because when people can't talk, they just explode. And as you see, it turns into violence. Then we've got money playing a part too. You've got the cost of living crisis. Inflation's gone up, but wages, they've kept in place. Housing is just insane. You've got the young people feeling like they're never going to be able to own a home. And yet we've got some people, such as politicians, who just keep giving themselves pay rises after pay rises. That divide makes people bitter. Then let's not forget the role of media and technology. News outlets are just picking sides. You turn on one channel and you just got left-wing talking. They're not reporting, they're not campaigning. Social media can make it worse as well. Platforms such as Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. They reward outrage. The angrier the content, the more clicks it gets. Calm, balanced conversation, that doesn't trend. So we've built a system where division literally pays you. Now, why does all this matter? Because divided people are weak. When everyone is fighting their neighbour, their family, their friends, the opposition, who's watching the bigger picture? Governments, big corporations, foreign powers. They love a divided West. Because divided people don't unite, don't demand change, and don't defend their culture together. History shows us this. Empires don't fall from the outside, they collapse from it within when people stop trusting each other. Are we divided more than ever? Yes, at least in modern history. Sure, there's been big divisions before. You've had your civil wars, your world wars, protests in the 60s, the troubles in Northern Ireland. But today, this feels different. But why? Because it's everywhere at once. It's politics, it's culture, identity, money, technology. It is constant and it's global. America is split, Britain is split, France, Germany, Canada, and now look at Italy. We're all seeing the same pattern. And unlike the past where information was slower, today division could be spread instantly online. One protest in London or the riots in Italy. This is trending in New York within minutes. So what's the solution? Honestly, it's not that easy at the minute. We can't magic away differences. But what we can do is bring back respect. Being able to disagree with each other without hating the other person. Bringing back pride in your nation without being called extreme. Protecting free speech, but still having manners. And most importantly, remembering we're all on the same team. If you live in Britain, you're British. If you live in America, you are American. Doesn't matter your background, you're all under the same flag. Because if we don't sort this out, the divide will just grow. And the bigger the gap, the harder it is to close. So to wrap this up, the West is more divided now than it has ever been. And that's with politics, culture, immigration, money, and especially free speech. It's pulling us all apart. And unless people on the other side can find a way to talk, respect, and stand together, that division could break us. Look, it doesn't mean we all have to agree. People don't agree with each other. That's one of the best things about humans. But we can find a common ground. Because if we don't, history will do what it always does. Show us the cost of division. Remember, stay switched on, stay combat ready. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.